I'm embarrassed. Every single time we take one step forward, it's always two steps back with this stupid team, honestly. I don't even mean to call them stupid because like emotions typically get the better of me whenever we get these really nasty results. But like, I just have to say, like, this isn't on. It's not on. 3 away wins in 2024. No away win against a single London team outside of Crystal Palace last season, bro. Last season. That game was what, in October or something like that? Last year. When was the last time we've beaten a team away from home that's a London-based team? When? It was this game last season, bro. 3 away wins in 2024. 3. And when I look at this team as well, Crystal Palace, that's their first win in the Prem this season. That's their first win. They had more shots than us, right? They had more shots than us, Crystal Palace. It's embarrassing. It's utterly embarrassing, bro. This team, honestly, there's an issue. There's an issue with this team. And today, everyone can get it. Everyone can get it, bro. I'm sick and tired of these up and down results. If this is going to be if this is what we have in store for this season, I'm not on it. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see these up and down results. Why is it that when we go away from N17, we struggle? Why? Why is that the case? It's embarrassing, bro. Like today, even, I'm coming for so many players today because the performances, they're not it. Van der Ven, pathetic for the goal. Romero, playing some stupid scooped up pass. Why? Just play a normal pass to him. But even still, Van der Ven, a player of your caliber, you have enough time to just clear the ball into Rose. But no, you make a mess of it, and then even the follow-up, you struggle. And then even the cross as well. The cross, yeah, it's a hope and hit cross from Munoz or whoever it was. And there's 2 players there. You can't deal with it. You can't stop Eze from poking it through to Mateta. But that's not even the most disappointing part because, fine, a team can concede a goal. What did we do to actually get ourselves back into the game? What did we do? Our midfield getting fist up by an out-of-form Adam Wharton. He's been out of form every single game I've watched him play this season. And today he has his best game of the season against Tottenham, of course. Will Hughes in the midfield, and we still can't dominate. 60-something% possession, 67% possession, but yet our midfielders can't keep the ball. They're trapping the ball like it's a bag of cement. You can't keep the ball in the moments that matter. Maddison losing it in the moments that matter. Kulusevski losing it in the moments that matter. And don't even get me started on how bad Basuma played today. Terrible performance. Terrible performance. Dominic Solanke, poor today. Everyone knows me. I'm a big advocate of the signing. Because I think he's actually been good in the Spurs shirt. But we need to see some goals. But how mad is it for me to ask for goals when the team aren't creating the guy chances? The team are not creating the guy chances, bro. Poor Mikey Moore barely got the ball today. It was just a terrible performance. Gash. Disgusting performance. Disgusting. We did not react at all. There was no moment in this game where I was happy with what I saw. There was no reaction from the terrible terrible first half showing. There was no reaction from the substitutions. There was no reaction from anybody. It was bad. Destiny, another poor game. I don't know what it is with this guy this season. You have a good showing against West Ham, but even in the West Ham game, you're culpable for our first goal. And then today, you struggle. I just don't get this damn team. What's wrong with them playing away from home? What is wrong with this team? And then the manager, Ange Postecoglou, oh my days. We praised him. I praised him for the performances of last week, for the substitutions last week. He saw an issue at halftime and he made a change. But the changes today were absolutely atrocious, right? The team struggling to create chances. The team struggling to keep the ball. When we were struggling in the midfield against West Ham last week, what did he do? He took off Maddison, he brought on Sarr. You still had Kulusevski as a creative force in the middle, and you gave Basuma more help. This time around, you're playing Mikey Moore on the left-hand side. Okay, Mikey's not getting enough of the ball. What is the obsession with having to bring on Timo Werner? Please, can somebody tell me this obsession with bringing on this guy to do what? To do what? All you have to do is put Maddison on the wing. In my opinion, when the team are chasing a game, especially when we're 1-0 down and we're struggling to create, the last thing we need to be doing is taking off our most creative players. He took off both Kulusevski and Maddison with the same substitution. That's crazy to me. You put Maddison on the left and you keep one of those guys in the midfield because we're not creating anything without those guys on the football pitch. We're not creating anything without either one of or both of Kulusevski and Maddison on the football pitch. And today we actually needed both. Now, they were terrible today. They both missed opportunities. Maddison missed a big chance in the first half. Kulu missed a big chance in the second half. They're not playing well. But when games are not going in our favour, you still need your best players on the pitch. You saw it with Arsenal today, right? Mo Salah, he had a poor game, but when it mattered, he stepped up. He made the telling contribution. Same for Trent Alexander-Arnold, who didn't play well today, made the telling contribution. What is the obsession with having to take off the best players we have available and bringing on players that are not good enough? In a tactic that's not good enough. It's poor, abysmal management from Ange Postecoglou today. His in-game management is shocking. He gave us a glimpse of what good in-game management from him looks like last week. That was fantastic game management because it swung the game back in our favour. It swung the game back in our favour and we went on to win it 4-1. Right? The biggest indictment I can have on these substitutions is he made those changes and we looked worse. We looked worse. We didn't create a single chance. Bro, we're playing a 4-2-4. A man took off Kulusevski and Maddison and brought on Sarr, Richarlison and Werner. You had a midfield duo of Basuma and Sarr. You were playing a 4-2-4, an attack of Timo Werner, Brennan Johnson, Richarlison and Solanke. Which one of those players is a playmaker? The best we've got to a facilitator there is Solanke, and he's the guy we need at the end of moves. He shouldn't be the one that's initiating moves. He's the guy we need at the end of moves. We got two road runners on either side, incapable of actually manipulating the ball to their favour. It was just terrible. And then in the midfield, Sarr came on, was a poor cameo. Basuma continued to play crap. Bentancur came on, offered no difference. It was just bad. Salute to Crystal Palace because they got their result. Fine. They got their result. They did what they needed to do today. And props to them. Mateta, he capitalised on our mistake and he was clinical. It's more than I can say for our players when we had our opportunities, right? Their midfield stood up well. Their defence stood up well. We didn't create enough chances for me. I'm looking at these stats now. I'm looking at these stats now. We had two big chances the whole game, but we had 0.72 XG. That's got to be our lowest XG all season. Against a Crystal Palace team who have been bounced and bopped by pretty much every team they've played. A lot of Spurs fans were on Twitter saying, I have a funny feeling about this game. Dr. Tottenham. And I tried to not indulge in this Dr. Tottenham stuff, but it's legit. It's actually legit. This team have a disease when it comes to trying to actually build up a head of steam because they'll just go and they'll just get a stupid result. We were bouncing off the seats last week. It was like 6 wins in our last 7 games, no competitions. We won midweek. To make it 7 wins in our last 8 games? And then you go and lose today. What kind of example does that set? What does that tell us as fans this season? Is this team actually going to put up a fight when it matters? Crystal Palace away. No offense to Palace. I got good Palace fans. Big up Joe. He was at the game today. I'm sure he's happy they won. That's probably the result that they've been wanting for. That's probably the performance that they've been wanting for. But why does it have to be at our expense? Why do these teams always have to catch life against Tottenham? Why? Why must they be rewarded against us? Why? Shocking in-game management from Ange Postecoglou. I don't know what the hell that second half was about. Shocking substitutions, terrible individual performances. So bad. The midfield, so bad today. So bad today. The defense, the left-hand side. Our right-hand side gets a lot of criticism. We know that Porro is dodgy defensively. Could have done better for the goal. We know that Romero, he's not been playing well this season. But our left-hand side have been getting away with murder the last couple of weeks. And I'm not seeing enough people speak on it. These are players that I rate. So when I criticize them, I'm not taking it lightly. I'm criticizing them because I don't like what I'm seeing. Van de Ven, I've not been impressed with the defensive performances the last couple of games. Brighton, West Ham, and today, I've not been impressed. Destiny, after the bounce back against West Ham, what's that today? Basuma, after I advocated for this guy to come in ahead of Bentancur, what are these performances? Is someone just going to take control and actually give us some consistency? Please. Please. Because we are searching for consistency in a bunch of inconsistent players from what I can see this season. Not good enough. And the manager as well. We need consistency from you too. You can't be giving us good substitutions one week and then the next week catapulting us into chaos with your subs. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Spurs are on what? How many points are we on? We're on 13 points. We're on 13 points this season, right? Plus 8 goal difference. 13 points from 9 games. We're 2 points behind Man United, who have been dog shit all season. They've been dog shit. And we're only 2 points ahead of them. Same points as Brentford, who he bounced a couple of weeks ago. Nottingham Forest, 3 points ahead of us. It's not good enough, man. Embarrassing, utterly embarrassing. It's that performance today, there's no positive. There's no positive, right? The only thing I can take solace in is he's actually considering Mikey Moore ahead of Timo Werner. But I need this manager to get it through his skull that Werner should not be used in any shape or form for this club. Stop using him, right? As bad as our playmakers are playing today, I'm sure every single Spurs fan would have preferred to see one of Maddison or Kulusevski on the left-hand side and the other playing through the middle, especially when we're chasing the game. That second half was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Smash the like button and whatever, man. I'm out.